Happy Monday and welcome back to your favorite podcast, Hustle Haven. We are your hosts. I'm Taisha Renee.
And I'm River the Realtor.
And welcome back. All my entrepreneurs, all my business owners. Thank y'all for continuously supporting us.
Yeah.
Seriously, like.
And thank y'all for continuing business. Like, pat yourselves on the back.
Pat yourselves on the back because it's a hard economy right now.
Because it's
a hard economy right now.
It literally is. Like, we're in a recession.
No, literally or almost. Seriously. Okay, anyway, let's get into today's topic, y'all.
Let's get into it.
So today's topic is for the entrepreneurs who know that they're good, but they're not getting the business that they would expect to get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're in that sticky place where, like, let's say you're a hairstylist and you're really good. Like, you can lay a closure down. You know what I'm saying? You can lay a frontal down.
You got the skills.
But your books aren't booked. Why is that? Why do you think that?
Well, hold on.
What's your initial thoughts?
Are we talking about hairstylists?
We're just talking about in general. Like,
okay, because I was saying hairstylists have a specific theory on y'all. Y'all don't want to work. That's why y'all books be closed. That's why y'all ain't booked.
And we got to come with our hair wash, blow dry.
We're going to leave y'all out of this conversation because I have a little bit of a beef with y'all. From a holistic standpoint, though.
You great at what you do. Why are you not getting... What's the first thing that comes to mind?
The first thing that comes to my head, honestly, is like visibility. That is the first thing.
Ding, ding. We on about to say, let me see if we align. It's visibility.
You could be good, but like, that's great that you know that.
Yeah.
But what good is that if we don't know that?
Yeah, if you're not showcasing your work consistently. Yeah. It's not posting one video, doing one head per week, and then thinking this, sometimes those one videos blow up. But how often? You know what I'm saying? Even if it does, like, you still have to keep posting. Like, I'm not going to... One thing about me is I'm big on proof of work, whether it's what I'm seeing online or whether it's from a person that has worked with you before.
For sure.
So, like, if you're someone who's a little bit more, like, standoffish, or like maybe you feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm kind of popular, but I'm not getting the clients. Like, what am I doing wrong? You're not putting yourself or promoting yourself in a way that makes people want to come to you.
I agree. I think, and even with that, like, social media is such a big play in all of this. And I think the first thing that I do if I find somebody and I see, like, let's say the real Taisha Renee follower. I'm hitting Taisha up like, girl, like, tell me something. And she like, oh, I only went to her one time.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like, I just think visibility is such a big thing because it's like you almost gatekeeping your own success.
Exactly.
Like, if you know you fire what you do, if you know, like, I'm arrogant, hey, with this frontal stuff. Like, great, you know it, continue to do your own hair, but we need to see it as consumers or the information is no good. So visibility for sure.
Exactly, but it's more than just like putting yourself out there and it's more like what you're saying. We know on social media you need 5 seconds to grab somebody. If your messaging is like overcomplicated, like the beginning of this video is not what I'm supposed to be getting, I want to keep scrolling. Like, you have to be very intentional, not just like posting, but very intentional of what you're saying and making it so, like, as soon as I'm watching this video, I know what I'm supposed to get and I want to keep watching.
You know this video. Okay, throwback. I'm going to bring the hair girlies back in. I'm sorry, because I did y'all wrong, but I do want to point this out that they do very, very well.
Yeah. I
noticed that they're starting to do these things where they show you the finished product first.
Yes.
And then they'll go back to show you, like, the actual process. When people be like, come with me while I lay this 613 bust down. And you start with washing her hair, I'll be like, girl, I don't want to see this no more. But when you start with the results, I'm like, wow, that looks beautiful. Now I'm more inclined to sit there, wash, blow dry, trim, flat iron, because that'd be a lot. I think you have to, like, again, you get 5 seconds to really change somebody's mind or to really lure somebody in. I think the idea of a first impression is everything is absolutely true because you can show somebody something in 5 seconds to turn you completely off.
Like,
but
I'm going to keep going.
You can show me something that makes me be like, dang, I want to learn more. I want to buy into it. So I think visibility and, like you said, messaging.
The messaging and how you word it, like, it has to be super, super strategic.
Gotta make sense.
You know what I'm saying? And you also have to be confident. So a lot of times you can look at somebody's content and you can tell, like, maybe you do great work, but you're just... you're not as confident as you need. Like, when we just go, I'm sorry, maybe this for the hairstylist today.
Okay.
When you're doing my hair, I don't need you to be kind of looking around at my head like, what am I going to do? I need you to jump right in and get it done.
I
know
agree.
What I'm saying? Like, even if from a real estate perspective, when I'm on that consultation call, like, I need to be showing that I am 100% confident in my business and my service, and I know exactly what I'm doing, even if I don't.
I'm coming from a consumer perspective myself.
Yeah.
Why am I inclined to work with you? If
you not sure.
making me feel like you wouldn't even work with you. I think that, like, no, I'm so serious. I have literally, like, had consultations with people for stuff like hair and for makeup. And I'm one of those people where it's like, I don't know what I want. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I want a brown smoky eye with a wing liner on the end. Like, girl,
do what
I
you think
know.
is best. Thank you.
And I will tell them, like, I want something simple. And then they sit there like, and it's not to say you should know everything, but I feel like, again, if you are a service provider, especially, you should know what it is you are not capable of. And if you have the audacity to ask me for $140 for soft glam, when I tell you I'm not exactly sure I want, I expect for you to take the reins on it because you had the audacity to ask me for the $140.
And give me a soft glam. Don't give me
casket sharp.
Okay, give me that money back.
Give me what I asked for.
Obviously, you didn't see what I booked.
That's a fact.
You didn't pay attention to what I booked. But yeah, you just have to kind of be confident in your services. And I think you can kind of do that just kind of as a way to like kind of pivot into how can they do better with these things. It's like maybe practice, like get in front of a camera and practice speaking to it.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Send it to your friends. Like, how does it sound? Like, do I sound like I'm confident in what I'm offering these people, or do I sound hesitant? Do I sound like, I got great work? And it could be the fact that people aren't booking that makes you feel less confident. But hey, we don't know that people not booking you. When I go to the books, I'm just going to select the best
and I'm still
for me.
Good. I also like that and I would say this for anybody who's like in the sales-based business. I feel like for what we do as real estate agents, I do a lot of teaching and mentoring in the real estate space. And one thing I tell everybody is like, when you get on the internet talking about the difference between this loan and that loan, and you're stumbling over your words, you don't feel confident, you looking up here and you looking up there. Me as a consumer, why would I trust you? I think that confidence also builds trust. Yeah. So I don't think it's anything wrong with one coming up with good scripts to help you be able to present yourself, but also educate yourself. Exactly. Right? Because it's one thing to present yourself well, but it's only so much lying in front of you can do. Yeah. Even if you sit down there and you get the best script from ChatGPT on how to explain the difference between this loan and that loan, when it's time for you to really get in the field and do it, you're not going to know what you're doing. I think education is what's going to really give you that confidence, and that really goes for everybody. So if you're a hairstylist, girl, practice laying your frontal before you put that on your books. And
go to some classes.
Go take the classes. Do what you have to do so that you can really set yourself up to be the best in that line of work. Like, I feel like that really does set people apart.
That's a good gem. I think we always kind of promote that, like, regardless of if you've been in the business for a year or 15 years, you literally never stop learning. Because things are forever changing. Like, in real estate, contracts are changing.
Every year.
The way that we're marketing on social media, what's enticing people, what's bringing people in, that's changing. The way that the Instagram algorithm is.
Baby, I can't even speak the algorithm. Sick of it.
Okay, it's forever changing. So, like, as business owners, if you're not continuously educating yourself, again, that's going to show.
You can't be too big to be a student. I feel like we get to a certain place in our careers and we start feeling like we know everything. Yeah. Even if you think you know everything, never think you're too big to brush up on your skills. I think I know everything in real estate. I still sit there and I take the classes and I learn from the next person because you just never know how that's going to impact your business.
Exactly. What's another way that you think people can kind of, I guess, get themselves more out there and get more clients?
I hate to say this because I know this is corny and I know y'all gonna be like, girl, shut up. But y'all know the favorite saying, your network is your net worth.
Period.
I am a super, super, super big fan of this, like, rubbing elbows, boots on the ground strategy, because I really feel like that power of that referral and meeting the right people can set you up for so many great things. Like, I have literally been in rooms where I didn't know even who I was standing next to. And just after having conversations, they have put me in positions to, you know, do better things in my career because I put myself out there. I think social media is great. Yeah. I think it is a pivotal, it's a resume. It is a digital resume that somebody can access at all times. However, I think that there is so much power in really just going out and meeting people. Yeah. Like, we are literally in Atlanta. I cannot tell y'all, like, I meet great people all the time, and I'm always looking for some type of service-based business. It's like, when people, oh, hey, girl, I do this and I do that.
And you the referral queen, too.
Oh,
I will give a good referral.
Let me tell y'all something. Anybody that I work with, and If I'm lying,
and they're good,
I am dying on this. Anybody who I work with who is good has gotten multiple clients, multiple bookings from me, because when you give me a good service, I'm going to tell everybody.
Screaming it from the rooftops.
Because that's what you do.
You don't even got to ask you, though. You be like, if you ever in the bed, you need to work with this lady.
You need to do this. Because I understand the power of good business and good services. And I think we take that for granted sometimes as business owners. When you give somebody a good service, a tip is great. But that's only gonna do so much. Me telling the next person, like, girl, like, shout out to Naya. She does all my hairstyles, my ponytails. And one of my friends texted me, like, I want to get a ponytail. Girl, I sent her page. This is the only person in Atlanta that can do my ponytail. Like, because she's consistent and she always gives me that great service. Mm-hmm. That's the best thing that I can do as a loyal client and a friend, is like to tell somebody about that good service. Not because I feel forced to, but because I want to.
Yeah, that was my point. My point is, in order to like increase your visibility, you need to utilize the people that do support you.
Absolutely.
Whether it's testimonials or just like a sharing of the profile, like leverage the people who do believe and trust in your business to take your business to the next level. Because if it really is as good as it is, they're going to tell the next person.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm never going to gatekeep Hair by Legs. I love you, Hair by Legs down bad. I'm never going to gatekeep the people that, like, I love your services because why would I do that? Like, I understand that you're a business owner.
Afraid to ask.
Exactly.
One
Like,
thing I used to never do was ask for, like, a review or a referral. And I felt almost like I didn't want to be pushy. And I wanted to kind of defend the line. But I know, especially in real estate, I work extremely hard. Mm-hmm. I go to major lengths to help my clients. I feel like it's a small thing for me to say, hey, now that this transaction is closed, do you mind leaving me a review on Zillow or Realtor.com? Mm-hmm. I ask because I did the good work, and they leave the reviews because they think the same thing. Exactly. So I feel like, especially like you do hair, you do nails. Hey, can I take a picture? Hey, when you do this, tag me in it. Mm-hmm. Hey, do you mind collabing on this post with me? Like, if you do the work, get your credit, for real. Period. I'm sorry, but get the credit you deserve.
That's a good one as far as the part where you said about being pushy, feeling like you're being pushy. I feel like a lot of business owners, because I know that I used to feel like that. Like, anytime I would be talking to people, I was always at a crossroads of like, do I mention my real estate business? Because I also don't want to seem like too thirsty or like
but if you're just doing it to plug yourself.
Exactly. Like, I'm just talking to you because I want to get this business. Like, I feel like it's a very thin line about getting that network and being too thirsty in those rooms, or just kind of like genuinely being in those rooms. And again, what's for you is going to be for you. If your clients are in the room, your clients are in the room. If it's somebody in the room that's going to give you more clients, they in the room. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too thirsty, but I think a lot of entrepreneurs do get kind of held up on that, because it's like, we don't want to, one, seem like we're desperate for a business, and two, feel like every time you're talking to me, I'm talking about my business. But again, it's my business.
So if you support me,
every time you talk to me, you're going to know that I'm doing real estate. Like, every person that I'm talking to, I'm getting so much more comfortable and always mentioning, like, do you know anybody who want to buy some house? Like, I'm getting really, really comfortable with always mentioning that, because this is my livelihood. Literally. You know what I'm saying?
And a closed mouth cannot get fed. You can't stand there and just think that things are going to come to you in abundance when you're not doing the work to do it.
Exactly.
Anybody who has a problem, listen to me clearly. Anybody who has a problem with you plugging your businesses, you plugging your services, I have a problem with them.
They're a hater.
Because it costs $0 and 0 cents to let words come out your mouth to promote your business, and it costs the same thing for another person to do it.
Exactly.
Anybody who sees a problem with that is really your problem. So I would say you are you are a walking billboard. Always promote yourself. Always do that, because again, I have literally met people, had no idea that they did hair or nails, and then I would see them somewhere else doing, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know you did that. Yeah, girl. Like, girl, what good is not telling the next person if that's who your potential consumer is? So I just think we have to step out of that space of feeling like I'm being thirsty or I'm being this. Like, I am thirsty. I'm thirsty to get this money. So, period.
I feel like we have to step out of phase as a whole, just kind of like a synopsis of, I feel like we have...
What's that thing called when people be like, you kind of like, I can't think of it. I just saw a video of this girl, and she was in the gym, and she bust out doing like a whole dance routine.
In the gym?
In the gym. But she was practicing. And people were like, I wish I had this.
The confidence? Like,
it's like confidence or something. I don't know what the word is.
Some people can
like,
just walk in the room and just like not care what's going on.
And that's
they're just
what we
going to do them.
That's what entrepreneurs need. Y'all need to just be...
Confidence. I think that's confidence.
I'm going to find it. And I'm going to link the video to the girl. Shout out to her. Anyway.
I think that's confidence. But I think we have to... When we are seeing that we're not getting the clients, I don't want us entrepreneurs to think that it's because of our lack of talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know that we have the ability and the capability to do these things. Some of us, because some services I'm going to pass on.
That's true.
I think you need a little bit more training. That's okay. But I just kind of feel like I don't want us to always kind of like down ourselves because we're not getting the clients that we need. We don't need to change our talent. We need to change our strategy and our visibility, how we're talking to people. It's like you have to kind of go back to the drawing board and get that. I think that feels like marketing communications, get it together.
I agree. And I'm going to say this. I definitely don't want any entrepreneur to down themselves when they don't see their books.
Exactly.
But what I do want y'all to be more accountable. Because I do feel like we have this victim syndrome is what I'm going to call it.
Blame everybody but ourselves.
Yeah, you want to blame Atlanta is just not the place for me. Oh, this salon suite is not for me. Oh, it's always what's not for you, but let's talk about what it is that you have not done for yourself. And I think that's the problem. Like, I know so many people who are talented beyond measure who just don't put their best foot forward when it comes to proper promotion for their business or just doing the back work. I hate to say this, but like promoting your business and putting in that extra gas to make it move forward is almost just as strenuous as like you doing the actual service.
Yeah.
I feel like I put just as much work into getting new clients and marketing River the Realtor as a business as I do doing the real estate.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, real estate at this point, I got it down to a science. Like, I can sell houses with my eyes closed. Where the real work comes in is me trying to be consistent on social media.
And keep that business coming in.
Consistently going to these networking events and consistently, and plugging myself. That's very tiring. But if I don't do that, I'm not finna say like, hey, I'm not a good agent. No, I'm just not being a good business person. And those two things are very different.
Exactly. And I think if you're not willing to do those things, kind of like put yourself out there, then your business is not going to be successful.
You probably shouldn't be an entrepreneur.
You probably should not be. That's just the hard truth, guys. You probably should not be owning a business because that business is kind of going to be where that business is at. And when you own a business and it's not going nowhere, the only thing you're doing is losing money. And I mean a lot of it too.
I had to tell an agent the other day, and it really broke my heart to do it. But again, I do a lot of mentorship. I do a lot of coaching. I'm a very honest beaver. I told her, you are smart as all get out. You have the willpower and the strength to be able to do well in this business. What I don't see in you are the proper skills to run and own a business. You would be a great salesperson for like one of these corporate commercial companies where you can go do the admin work because I see the work in you. But you do not have the drive to take this business where you telling me you want to go. And I can tell all of this based off of this conversation that we having. I think that is a hard truth, but some of us have to look introspectively. I think I said that right, but y'all know what I'm saying.
That's probably a word.
We have to look within ourselves and really just be like, dang, do I really have the capability or even the desire to do what it's taking to give more, to sometimes get less? Yeah. Like, you have to be a certain type of person to be a successful entrepreneur. And I think we push ourselves so hard. And sometimes we have to be able to say, you know what? Maybe I don't need to own a business. That don't mean I'm not a great hairstylist. That don't mean I need to go work at a shop but people doing walk-ins, and I can get like that's just the framework.
And that's what's gonna work for you.
But don't look at it as defeat. But I think look at it being honest, because I really do feel like unfortunately entrepreneurship is just not for everyone. And when you take a second to think about all the things we saying in terms of like why your books are not filled and what you need to do, if you looking and like, oh no, I'm not doing that.
And yeah, you're not willing to put in the work, then just stop wasting your money and stop wasting your time and just. Hey, 9 to 5 ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, child. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with some controlled chaos.
So, guys, we hope that you can see that, like, it takes more than just simply talent to be a successful business owner and to have a successful business. Like, you have to be willing to put in the time, to put in the effort, and to be able to be a, what is it called? A chameleon.
A chameleon.
Like, be able to just kind of go with the notion, like, get your visibility up, get your social media, whatever visibility looks like for you. Yeah. Social media isn't the only way. Of course, it is the most popular, but find what works for you. If it's going into those rooms, rubbing elbows, like, figure out what you need to do, because your talent itself is not all of it. You have to give 100% to every single aspect of that business. And we hope that we gave you some good gems, some good notes so that you can go ahead and get that done today, guys. Let's get started today. When you hear this episode, get started today.
It got me over here thinking like, dang, I should be doing some other stuff
too. But we working out.
We working.
Okay. Perfecting our craft and growing our podcast.
Growing our podcast with you.
And with that, so make sure you guys like, share, comment, all the things. Continue to support us on this journey. And yeah. Oh, also want y'all to start sending us some topics, y'all.
Yes, send us some
we
topics.
have been having a few people in the DMs kind of telling us what they want to hear, and we love that. Send us some topics, y'all. What do y'all want to hear on any episode? And we're going to get you what you need.
I like that.
We're going to get you what you need. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all in the next week or so.
Yeah.
Bye.